Welcome everyone. Welcome in class 10th Mathematics NCERT. Today we will do chapter 4 quadratic equations part 4. How to convert a daily or real life problem or situation into a quadratic equation. Today we'll continue exercise 4.2 from question number 2 to question number 6. So let's start. Question number 2, first part. John and Jivanti together have 45 marbles. Both of them lost 5 marbles each, and the product of the number of marbles they now have is 124. Find out how many marbles they had to start with. First line, John and Jivanti together have 45 marbles. It is the first situation. We will write John plus Jivanti is equal to 45 marbles. If we take the number of marbles John has be x, then the number of marbles Jivanti will have is equal to 45 minus x. Let's start our solution. Let number of marbles John had be x, then number of marbles Jivanti had is equal to 45 minus x. Now read the second line of the question. The second situation, both of them lost 5 marbles each. So after losing 5 marbles by each of them, John will have x minus 5 marbles and Jivanti will have 45 minus x minus 5, which is equal to 40 minus x. Now continue reading the question, and the product of the number of marbles they now have is 124. It means x minus 5 and 40 minus x. The product of both of them is equal to 124. We'll multiply x minus 5 by 40 minus x. After multiplying both the binomials, we will get a quadratic equation. And the quadratic equation is x square minus 45x plus 324 is equal to 0. We will factorize this quadratic equation to get the values of x. We split the middle term minus 45x. After splitting the middle term, we get x square minus 36x minus 9x plus 324 is equal to 0. We take x common from first two terms and minus 9 common from last two terms. Now we take x minus 36 common and we're left with x minus 9 in the bracket is equal to 0. Either x minus 36 is equal to 0 or x minus 9 is equal to 0. After solving this, we'll get x is equal to 36 or x is equal to 9. Thus, the number of marbles they had to start with were 9 and 36. Now here is question number 2, second part. Let's read the first line of the question. A cottage industry produces a certain number of toys in a day. So let the number of toys produced in a day be x. Let's see the second situation. The cost of production of each toy in rupees was found to be 55 minus the number of toys produced in a day. Then the cost of production of each toy on that day is equal to rupees 55 minus x. It is given in the second line. Now read the third line of the question. On a particular day, the total number of production was rupees 750. It means number of toys multiplied by cost of production of each toy is equal to total cost of the production. We put the values. Number of toys is x multiplied by 55 minus x is equal to rupees 750. We multiply x by 55 minus x, we get 55x minus x square is equal to 750. After rearranging them, we get a quadratic equation x square minus 55x plus 750 is equal to 0. Now we split the middle term minus 55x. We get x square minus 30x minus 25x plus 750. We take x common from first two terms and 25 from last two terms. Now from these two terms we take x minus 30 common and we left with x minus 25 in other bracket is equal to 0. Either x minus 30 equal to 0 or x minus 25 equal to 0. It will give us x is equal to 30 or x is equal to 25. Therefore, the number of toys produced on that day were 30 or 25. Question number 3. Find two numbers whose sum is 27 and product is 182. Let's see first condition. We are given two numbers whose sum is 27. We will write first number plus second number is equal to 27. If we take first number x plus second number is equal to 27, then second number will be equal to 27 minus x. Let's start the solution. Let the first number be x, then the second number will be 27 minus x. Let's see the second condition in the question. It is given that the product of the numbers is 182. So we write, now according to the question, x into 27 minus x is equal to 182. After solving this, we get a quadratic equation x square minus 27x plus 182 is equal to 0. We split the middle term 27x. We get x square minus 13x minus 14x plus 182 is equal to 0. There are total 4 terms now. From first two terms we take x common. We left with x minus 13 inside the bracket. From last two terms we take minus 14 common and we left with x minus 13 inside the bracket is equal to 0. From these two terms we take x minus 13 common and we left with x minus 14 in the other bracket is equal to 0. Either x minus 13 is equal to 0 or x minus 14 is equal to 0. After solving this, we will get x is equal to 13 or x is equal to 14. Hence, the required numbers are 13 and 14. You can check your answer by putting the values in the question. Question 4. Find two consecutive positive integers, sum of whose squares is 365. Let the two consecutive positive integers be x and x plus 1. Now according to the question, sum of whose squares is 365. It means the sum of the square of x and the square of x plus 1. Square of x plus square of x plus 1 is equal to 365. We remove the brackets, we get x square plus 2x plus 1 is equal to 365. Now we write the equation 2x square plus 2x plus 1. We shift 365 to the left hand side. It changes its sign, is equal to 0. We get 2x square plus 2x minus 364 is equal to 0. On dividing the whole equation by 2, we get x square plus x minus 182 is equal to 0. We split the middle term of this quadratic equation. We write x square minus 13x plus 14x minus 182 is equal to 0. From first two terms we take x common and we are left with x minus 13 inside the bracket. From last two terms we take 14 common and we left with x minus 13 inside the bracket is equal to 0. Now we get two factors x minus 13 and x plus 14 is equal to 0. Either x minus 13 is equal to 0 or x plus 14 is equal to 0. We get x is equal to 13 or x is equal to minus 14. X is equal to minus 14 is a negative integer, so we will reject this answer. Hence, the consecutive positive integers are 13 and 14. We can check our answer by putting the values of x in the question. If the value of x is satisfying the condition given in the question, it means our solution is correct. Question 5th. To understand the first condition, read the first line carefully. The altitude of a right triangle is 7 cm less than its base. So I have drawn a right triangle. Now the condition is altitude is 7 cm less than its base. Altitude is 7 cm less than its base. So we'll write altitude is equal to base minus 7. If we take base x centimeter, then altitude will be x minus 7 centimeter. We start our solution. Let the base of the right triangle be x centimeter. The altitude of right triangle will be x minus 7 centimeter. In second line of the question, it is given the hypotenuse is 13 centimeter. Now we will use Pythagoras theorem. By Pythagoras theorem, we know that base square plus altitude square is equal to hypotenuse square. We put the values x whole square plus x minus 7 whole square is equal to 13 whole square. We open the brackets, it is x square. It will be opened by using identity a minus b whole square. We get x square minus 14x plus 49 minus 169 is equal to 0. We get a quadratic equation and we split the middle term. We get two factors x minus 12 and x plus 5 is equal to 0. It gives us two values of x is equal to 12 or x is equal to minus 5. Minus 5 is rejected. We get base 12 centimeters and altitude 5 centimeters. Now question number 6. A cottage industry produces a certain number of pottery articles in a day. It was observed on a particular day that the cost of production of each article in rupees was 3 more than twice the number of articles produced on that day. If the total cost of production on that day was rupees 90, find the number of articles produced and the cost of each article. The solution of this question is similar to the question number 2, second part, exercise 4.2. Solution: let the number of pottery articles produced in a day be X and the cost of production on that day is equal to 2x plus 3. Use the given condition x times 2x plus 3 is equal to 90. After solving this, a quadratic equation will be formed. Now it's your turn to complete this question. Let's see some questions which are asked in different exams. Question number 1. A train travels 180 km at a uniform speed. If the speed had been 9 km per hour more, it would have taken 1 hour less for same journey. Find the speed of the train. Question 2. The numerator of a fraction is 3 less than its denominator. If 1 is added to the denominator, the fraction is decreased by 1 by 15. Find the fraction. Question number 3. The numerator of a fraction is 3 less than its denominator. If 2 is added to both the numerator and the denominator, then the sum of the new fraction and original fraction is 29 by 20. Find the original fraction. Give a try to these questions too. That's all for today. Thank you for watching and learning.